And former Union Law Minister and senior BJP leader Ravi Shankar Prasad joins me on the Supreme Court verdict. Ravi Shankar Prasad, the Supreme Court scathing in its indictment of certain officers. Also, this clean chit for then Chief Minister Narendra Modi. How do you see this verdict, sir?
Well, one thing you must remember, my friend. Narendra Modi suffered this calumny for 12 years as the Chief Minister and 9 years as the Prime Minister. There was a big cottage industry in India of leftist pseudo-liberals, of intellectuals so-called, of some media people who made a name for themselves in castigating, pursuing Narendra Modi on falsehood, and also NGO, the international campaign. Total 60 investigations were done apart from SIT and official investigations. Now remember one thing, this is very important, that in 2011 in an SIT constituted by the Supreme Court headed by Raghavan, a distinguished CBI former director, in which not even a single serving or retired Gujarat officer was there, they came to the conclusion in 9 sensitive cases that they did nothing against Mr. Modi. And remember one thing, Mr. Modi was summoned and interrogated for 9 hours as the Chief Minister. And he never called BJP office bearers to hold a hangama before the CBI office as is being done by Congress leader. The Chief Ministers are leaving their job to offer dharna for the interrogation going. Suffered everything in silence.
Yes.
Now they again pursue. They file a protest petition before the lower court. Then they go to the High Court and then they again come to the Supreme Court. And what is the motto? Frame Narendra Modi. Frame Narendra Modi. Therefore, this cottage industry for the last so many years, in spite of suffering so many rebuffs, never at all stopped in their diabolical design. The quest was not to get justice to the victims of riot. The only benchmark, somehow or the other, Narendra Modi must be implicated.
The cottage
First
industry
the
that you
riots,
speak of, sir.
Then the
What is
Sohrabuddin
this
case,
cottage industry? What is this cottage industry,
yes,
sir? And does this cottage industry that targeted, as you say, then Chief Minister and subsequently Prime Minister Narendra Modi, does it still exist?
They do, but they have been rejected in the court of law, and they and their patrons have been rejected in the court of the people of India. Again I repeat, the diabolical designs have been rejected. The Tisas Dalwads, her NGOs, her international friends, some selected media editors, some TV journalists who made a career out of castigating Modi in the last so many years. Okay? We all know them. Why should I take anyone's name? And their political patrons internationally. Well, don't forget one thing. Mr. Modi was denied a visa to visit USA for 9-10 years. Good luck. He went to USA as the Prime Minister upon invitation of the President of the United States. And today, Indo-US relationship is at an all-time high. That was the kind of campaign. I want to make it very clear. Any riots is unfortunate. Those who are guilty must be punished. But today on your channel, since I am sitting in my constituency in Patna, I want to remind your viewers one thing more. When Mr. Lalu Prasad was the Railway Minister in 2004-05, he set up a committee of a retired Supreme Court judge, Mr. Banerjee.
Yes.
You remember that the car Sevak's train going from Ayodhya to Ahmedabad in Godhra, there was a fire in coach number S6 and all, and about 50 car Sevaks died. You remember that?
Yes.
That great Mr. Banerjee held, there was no attack on the coach. The fire was lit from inside by accident. Can you see the cottage? Yes, this was the cottage industry I am talking about, Mr. Gaurav Sawant. This was the cottage industry. You remember there was a Modi meter column in a particular newspaper?